Well, in National Signing Day news, a Big Reds football player has inked his name as the newest Marietta Pioneer. Adam Elder will join a Pioneers team that was an even 500 last season, going 5-5, and will now feature new head coach Tom Henkel. In his final season with Parkersburg, the Big Reds finished 5-6, including an appearance in the state playoffs as a 10 seed. Adam's hard work both on and off the field caught the eye of the Pioneer coaching staff, and the familiarity that Marietta brings and new energy leading the charge has Elder excited for his new chapter.
Close to home, they're becoming a good team, new coaching staff. It's going to keep rolling in. Hopefully win national championship here in the next 4 years. It's going to be good. He's got the right attitude to bring a winning culture back over there. It's going to be amazing.